I thought I would be a musician, and then I started to realize everyone is a musician, so it doesn't matter. I'm David Onri Anderson, a painter from Nashville, Tennessee, and I like to paint about the earth. I communicate with angels, and that process of trying to paint about them and trying to have that interaction it sort of came about in 2020 with quarantine. I realized I had nothing on my calendar, nothing in my mind, nothing left to do, but I still had my studio, and we had to just figure out what was going to happen in life. So I started thinking about some of my favorite artists like William Blake, Emanuel Swedenborg, and Hilmaf Klint, and just thinking about reaching out to higher beings, particularly angels, to help in this crazy time. And apparently they are willing to help. I've always enjoyed artists and authors that sort of create characters and worlds and name them all and sort of give them mythologies and their own inner lives. My life in Tennessee has kind of exposed me to, of course, religion, nature, indigenous mythology, and then also my mom is from France and her dad's from Algeria, so there's this Algerian story about us that is mysterious to me because I don't speak French and I don't speak Arabic, and so I can only understand a little bit of my own mythology and my story. So I'm constantly trying to make sense of my own life as well as life itself. And I'm using names, feelings, and experiences throughout all time for myself because I like medieval art a lot. But I use all sorts of influences to sort of just create what I hope is an original sort of creation of this is my take on the sun and the earth and what fire is. When someone looks at my work, I hope that they can at least have something new happen inside of them, or really, really old. I don't know, but something that sort of takes them out of their everyday way of being and thinking, and all of a sudden makes them aware you are here. You can do anything right now. And hopefully the work will make them realize oh, this is something I haven't considered or taken that seriously, or I could do this too, but differently than that. Anything that sort of makes a person sort of more awake or more themselves or more able. I think that's to me what happens when I see good art.